Hey, welcome to the Streets Keep You Honest podcast brought to you by Apple Orchard Hockey Supply. I am Patrick. We got Chris across from me, Keith pushing the knobs, saying what's up, and Jesse, he's not with us today. He confided in me, said that the world has not felt right since he cut his hair, so he's taken this time to figure out some rapid hair growth so he could maybe get back to center. But anyway, in his place, we got Mr. Nick Okada with us. What's up, man? How are you?
Good. What's going on, guys?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. We haven't done an episode in a while, so lots to catch up on. I think first and foremost, Roebling Trolls, winners of Super League.
Congrats.
Some say maybe the best team ever assembled. I don't know. That's just what people are saying. I don't know.
I am excited. And I'm so glad we're jumping right into the trolls. But are we not really revealing the reason why Jesse's not actually here for some reason? Is it some sort of a HIPAA violation, or
Yeah,
what are we worried about?
Yeah.
It is HIPAA. He confided in us.
I mean,
that it's
yeah.
HIPAA violation one.
We did look.
We can't
Weird
say,
rapid hair growth is.
Okay, he has an illness.
Yeah.
That is not a big deal. That our guest just suffered from for like 2 weeks.
Whoa.
So
And
there's a serious, we got some alignment here.
That's weird. They were camping together over the weekend.
I know,
So-
and I honestly don't know.
Huh.
Bunked up.
I think we could probably label Nick a super spreader at this point.
Patient zero.
I don't think what we should say anything more and move on and let people guess
Okay,
what it might
I like
be.
that. I like that.
You know,
Cool. So
So-
yeah, Trolls, greatest team of all time. Dynasty, many people say, the just the representation of what a hockey team is, just built the right way from the top to the bottom. I don't know who
Yeah.
managed that team or who drafted it, but clearly they know what they're doing. And I just want to thank the team and mostly Gary for coming in at the
Gary.
final hour and giving us just the go gadget Gary business in the back end, because you know what you're getting when Gary's showing up. And it was a pleasure to have him at the meal with us.
It was absolutely. Who else is going to tell us what to do? You know what I mean? That's what Gary will do for you.
Block shots,
Block shots.
take shots, well over the net. He misses the net
Yeah.
by,
There was one time I was unsure if I was going to walk away or not, and Gary said, "Walk away," and I was like, "There you go." So
yeah, we needed him though. I mean, he's hard to get around, and he, look, he's like having a second goalie back there sometimes. It's like having an octopus on your team.
I agree.
So yeah, thanks Gary. The food was great. Shout out Dan. What a cool treat. What an awesome way to celebrate
Pretty
a
super.
bunch of men rollerblading together.
It was super.
I hope everyone was jealous.
They should be. The meal was delicious. Dan, yeah, you mentioned Dan. He came through for us. That was electric. It was amazing.
Now,
He paid for it with all his gambling winnings.
Yeah.
What was everybody's favorite dish though at Maggiano's? We can give some people some recommendations. What you got?
The chicken parm was solid.
Pat was pickier than I am, but he's like a restaurant foodie guy. So
Is that right? What did I do?
I remember you.
I just
there
said
was
chicken
something
chicken parm fancy.
No, while we were there was something that you noted wasn't your
Ah.
favorite.
Okay.
Was it the rigatoni D?
No, the rigatoni D was delicious, and I was
Okay.
not expecting that.
Was
Maybe
it
it
the
was.
water tequila shots?
Oh yeah.
That could have been. Well, Pat didn't
I didn't.
partake.
I didn't
Yeah.
partake.
I was shocked. The steak, I didn't think it was going to be any good.
The steak.
And it was, the beef tenderloins.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had very low expectations and I couldn't have enough. So,
Well, hey, sometimes like when working in restaurants, when VIPs roll in, sometimes they'll put like notes on the ticket to make sure it's a good cut of beef. So it might have been like
spit on this one.
the trolls are in there.
Burn
Make
it.
sure you do that. So, like we said, Jesse is out with a mystery illness or rapid hair transplant or something. But we got Nick here. So Nick is the closest thing we have to a professional hockey player, huh? So tell us about what levels do you play at? What
Well, for people who don't know, I was the leader of the best Super League team of all time.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Or maybe
Pat just jumped
the
right
worst
into
team.
it.
Well, I was just trying to get some background. So, I mean, he has an icon that says something about professional hockey players. I figure we should at least
He does.
mention
It's,
it.
it's the actual professional hockey player and everyone's favorite Rheingeist Brewer.
I think probably the only other person in our league to ever get paid any amount of money to play in a game was probably Bonta
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and you. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and our rest in peace. Bonta's no longer with us. So yeah, you're our only active guy.
You're it, buddy.
That's it.
A lot of pressure. Yeah. So you were saying you, despite all of your success and all the heights that you've reached in hockey, you somehow can't win a Super League game.
Yep. It's winless. I mean, I will say, I did win the game that I played goalie in. I know it. People that watched it know it, but
You were a very good goalie. I was
Yeah.
not expecting that.
some people were.
Are you insinuating that we have a problem in this league with keeping score?
Never.
Okay.
No.
All right. Because
I mean, we have a scoreboard. How can you mess a score up?
Super League defectors, things don't go well for them. I'll tell you that.
Super League defectors.
Yeah. Siberia's cold
Yeah.
year round. Well, no, look, I think we should talk about where Nick comes from because he is not from this place, right, Nick?
This place. No, I'm not from this place.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Definitely not from my basement.
No.
Definitely not from this place they call the mainland.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to.
Ah,
Yeah, so Nick, tell us about growing up.
Well, I was born in Hawaii. Lived there for 6 years. Decided that Cincinnati, Ohio was the place that we need to move to.
at 6 years old, you were
How
like,
did that
"Hey."
happen? Who was behind that? Was it mom or dad's job or what?
Mom's job, yeah, flight attendant for Delta, French speaker, flies to Paris as a route. So her commute to work was fly from Hawaii to LA or Cincinnati. So it's a tough commute.
Yeah.
So we made the move and wouldn't be here right now, part of the Super League, if we didn't make that move.
So you were 6 years old when you moved here?
Yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
been here ever since 1999. So
Is there anything that you miss about Hawaii specifically? Anything? I know you were only 6, but is there something that jumps out at you?
yeah, literally everything.
Say, I heard it sucks like
Yeah.
all the way around. Cincinnati is way sweeter.
It's too beautiful there, right? So you have
Yeah.
to come somewhere where it's mediocre at best.
Yep. It's pretty great there. There are flying cockroaches, which, take it for what it's worth. But
Yeah.
they do have 4 hockey rinks now on the island of Oahu. 2 are outdoor, but 3 hockey rinks, buildings, 4 actual
You're
rinks.
talking just roller.
Just roller.
Right.
Yeah.
That was hockey a part of your life before you moved, or is that something you discovered here?
Nope. It was I learned how to rollerblade as a kid in Hawaii, but didn't start playing hockey till we moved here. My mom made a friend, and her 2 kids at the time were playing roller hockey at Golden Skates. For anyone who knows,
Tell the people who don't know what Golden Skates is.
Golden Skates was the ultimate roller hockey rink in Cincinnati. It was the original place, wooden floor,
Oh yeah.
carpet boards,
Ooh.
literally gap openings where the benches were. There were no boards. I don't even remember if we put anything up for hockey games or if we just left it open.
Just dealt with it.
The few times I played in a tournament there, which if we, hockey dome or whatever else, it was like a joke going there. I mean, you try not to hit the disco ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous. And they would put a net up. They had a net on like a track.
Yeah.
But it didn't work great.
Yeah.
That was where I broke CJ's mom's arm. All time story.
What?
Oh yeah, I broke CJ's mom's arm. It's funnier to say it that way, but really she was just standing close to the netting, like
Yeah.
near behind the net while we were warming up, and I ripped a shot and I missed and fucking hit her on the arm and her arm broke.
Dude.
Yeah.
Slapper since
Shout out CJ's mom.
That place was great though. The corner DJ booth.
Mm-hmm.
They had a corner DJ booth up on a pedestal, and every house league game was jock jams. Jock jams to open it up, dude.
And who in the league now, or that people would know from the roller community, was like in that scene? Who were you playing with back then? Was there anybody that's still around today, or?
Well, Matt Fisher and his sister Katie Fisher. I remember one of the first times I went to that rink. I saw her skating, and she was a good skater back then. I mean, I don't know how old she was, but it doesn't matter. And I was like, oh my God, that girl can skate so good. This is awesome. Like, I want to learn how to skate that good. And kind of just got in touch with it, and then um, ended up seeing Matt and Katie at a tournament at South Metro. They had a roller rink there for a hot minute.
I remember that.
Um, they were playing for the Frogs or something. I don't remember if you remember that team.
I think there was a bullfrog team for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, but yeah, the Fishers. Ooh, I mean, John Smith was around, Matt Yachman. Yaki, I remember standing behind that netting with some space so I wasn't going to get hit. Yaki had the all-time slap shot back in the day. No one could touch it. It was amazing.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
You yourself were a big slap shot guy early on in your hockey career. Do you remember that?
Not only was I a big slap shot guy,
You're gonna say it for me.
I was a big shoulder pad guy.
He was such a huge shoulder pad guy, and
I'd heard that.
he wore them. Like seeing a kid. And you had long hair then too, didn't you? No, not
No,
always. No, no,
no.
no. Either way, you see this kid out there with shoulder pads on, and he didn't wear. If you had girdle on, you wore your pants over it, right? So it was just like this. It looked like this like roided out kid.
Yeah.
And no one else was wearing shoulder pads, and no one could ever figure out if that was like Nick or if his parents were making him do it. Either way,
Ooh,
he was
so
getting
what
made
was it?
fun of for it.
Yeah.
It was definitely my
It
parents.
was definitely his parents.
It was
yeah,
not a
so-
personal choice.
No.
It's a protection thing, man. They
Yeah.
gotta protect it.
So he's just
Did
bulldozing.
you guys have
around.
arguments? Were you like, I don't want to wear them? You will wear these if you want to play.
Honestly, I don't remember if we had arguments. I could have just went along with it, but it definitely was not my idea. I know that.
Yeah, and whether or not we were saying it to his face, we were all ripping him for it.
Oh, yeah.
Even the older kids. I mean, we had to. It was good for him.
Did you ever tell your parents, were you like, the kids are making fun of me for it? They didn't
No.
care. No?
It was almost like an ear guard thing. Like, look, I'm gonna give you a hard time for this, but I'm really just looking out for you.
Yeah.
This is for your own good.
It kind of became a weird superpower in a way, because like I also had a little bit of an anger management problem when I was a kid, and I would just run people in roller hockey when
Yeah.
you're not supposed to hit kids. And then it became a target, like, oh, watch out for the kid with the shoulder pads on. So,
I remember hearing
Like, that
about
kid
Nick.
will run your ass over.
I know someone, there's like rink chatter. People are talking about, whatever, and someone tells me about this kid, and I'm watching them like the fucking kid with shoulder pads, whatever. I don't probably who knows what I was thinking at the time, but I always remember Nick just exactly what he's saying, just barreling through people, ripping slap shots with shoulder pads on,
oh yeah.
which is so funny to think about because you're so much more of like a finesse player
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
right? That your origins, like a lot of people have to develop their game in the opposite way,
Right.
It's like if you want to stick around in a team and you're not the most skilled, you have to figure out how to beat people up. Nick's like, I'll figure out how to beat people up and bust through the seams, and then I'll pick up
yeah.
the touch later on.
Yeah.
So then what happens next? You obviously at some point you move on from Golden States and you put the shoulder pads down, at least for roller hockey, and then you picked them back up for ice hockey.
Yeah. Put the shoulder pads down. We went through the years of Skate Town, played traveling roller about, I don't know, 13, 14. I got on a team called Black Ice, still a very popular team for people in the roller world. Played with Black Ice for probably 3, 4 years, which included me. Thankfully, my mom had perks for flying, but I would fly to Long Island like 4 or 5 times a summer, like just all the time, back and forth, staying with kids out there. And then, yeah, I didn't start playing ice till sophomore year of high school. So didn't really touch ice hockey until
Wow.
Damn.
sophomore year of high school. Played a year at Lakota West. And then I distinctly have a vivid memory sitting in my parents' kitchen and thinking, this roller hockey, I love it, but it's not going to take me anywhere. So
Yeah.
then I decided to try out for the Blue Jackets 1600 team. Made that surprisingly easy. They had already picked the team. I went out for a practice. Coach was like, yeah, you're on the team. So that was cool. And then played a second year there, U18s. Then graduated high school.
So you lived down here and you were playing up
Yep.
in
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Columbus
So traveling hour and a half.
several times a week?
Yeah,
Wow.
two or three times a week for practice, plus games.
And
So,
and obviously the games weren't always in Columbus.
Right, right.
Yeah.
but fortunately, playing for the Blue Jackets, like if we traveled, unless it was close enough, the team had a sleeper bus, which was pretty sick. Um, so we would take the bus traveling, but even then, you had to drive to Columbus to get on the bus.
Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, then stayed home a year after graduating high school. Played with the Queen City Steam.
Which, for people who don't know, this was junior hockey,
Yeah, at
right?
this point, I'm playing junior hockey, so I'm avoiding going to college and taking the 3 extra years that I have.
Which I think explain that a little bit because a lot of the guys probably don't know how that track is very normal and how that works.
Yeah, yeah. So a normal track, you know, for football, baseball, basketball, you play in high school, you get picked up, you go right to school. There's not really any in between. For hockey, the normal path, unless you're really sick, uh, you graduate, you go play 1, 2, 3 years of juniors until you age out at 20, and then you try and go to school. So that, for me, I was fresh, didn't really have any options for school, so played juniors. So I played a year here. Then I went out west to Montana, lived in Montana for 2 years and played juniors there. Um,
With Johnny.
Yep, second year I played there, I actually brought Johnny out. I kind of pushed him to come out and play with us, uh, which was awesome. Because looking back, Montana was a huge part of his life. It was kind of towards the end of his life, it was part of who he was in a way. Um, and me bringing him out there kind of had a big play in that, so that was cool. But
Not to mention he was good, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Kid knew how to score.
Yeah, his second year, first year there was always kind of tough for players, but his second year I wasn't there. I'd aged out. Um, I think he might have been the leading scorer on the team, definitely top three. Which was also the year there's a legendary photo of Johnny playing in Helena, home game. I don't know if I ever asked him about it, but I don't remember. But I don't understand how it happened because the photo is him like in the hash marks, kind of hunched over with the puck, mini breakaway, and he literally has four of the other team behind him, like on his back, slashing him. Like somehow he got past four guys, and they were all bundled together, chasing him down.
I've seen him slip through a crack before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's great. So okay, so you're this whole time before you even got here, obviously, like through high school, you're playing a shitload of hockey because you're up in Columbus,
yep.
right?
A lot of hockey, Columbus. Um, yeah, I mean,
Any
Okay. So
championships?
during this period where you're playing a lot of ice, is roller on the total back burner for you?
no. So roller is still my number one love. Funny story. Um, my second year uh, playing with the Blue Jackets U18, um, I got in trouble, basically blackballed and benched pretty much for playing roller hockey. Uh,
Like you could get injured doing that and then
No, no,
help
no,
us,
no.
or
They didn't care about that.
they didn't care about injury. It was more just
Bad habits
yeah,
yeah.
they
because they're fucking dinosaur idiots.
yeah, but
Dude, I was gonna say, like, I wanted to say this before. The reason why it was so easy for Nick to walk into ice hockey was the same reason why it was a lot easier for a lot of people who've played serious roller hockey their whole life to walk into ice hockey. It's way easier, I think, because you develop things that ice hockey doesn't teach you that you have to learn on your own in ice hockey, like vision and how to use time and space. And, I hate to say it, but any idiot can go and play dump and chase hockey and grind it out in the corners. And, I mean, a lot of ice hockey, especially around here, the reason why I never liked ice hockey, and I'm sure Nick will admit the reason why he left and went to Columbus is because it's a lot of dump and chase, slapstick, low skill hockey
Right.
around here. Like the ice hockey is just bad. So what happens is these ice hockey coaches see you come in and they're like, "Who is this guy? Where has he been?" why is his skating so bad, and how are his hands so good and his
Mhm.
vision? Like,
Yep.
these kids are racking up points, they can't skate,
Yeah.
right? And then we figure out how to skate. Still never great skaters, probably. Like, I
Mhm.
never feel as comfortable on the ice as I do with fucking wheels on.
Yeah.
But you figure it out enough, and then you realize, well, look, half my teammates aren't that great as skaters either way, so I'm not going to let that hold me back, right?
Mhm.
And you have the things that they can't teach. And for some reason, traditional old school ice hockey dinosaurs always said that roller hockey was like a cancer to your ice hockey game. Why would the things that roller hockey, now I understand that, like, circling out of plays, right? Not taking a hit when there's a hit there, right? I understand certain types of things, but any good hockey player is going to know how to pick up that stuff. I mean, look at the list of NHLers who grew up playing roller hockey,
Mhm.
and it's only getting bigger now.
Yeah,
So,
Bedard,
yeah, I mean, there's so
Maroon.
many. I mean, my favorite hockey player of all time, Bobby Ryan, grew up playing roller hockey. I
Yep.
mean, we watched him at Sports Plus back in the day for whatever that team was he was on. I mean,
Bobby Ryan was at that tournament. TJ Oshie was at that tournament.
yeah, all playing roller hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are pretty good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Right.
anyways, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to
There's a
take
cup or
that.
two between them, but yeah,
Yeah, Maroon's only got 3. He
Yeah.
only
give or
plays
take.
every summer,
So
right?
playing there, they try to tell you not to play roller.
Well, so what happened was, you know, for the ice season, we were mid-season. It wasn't like this was like playoff time or anything. Um, maybe not mid-season, but regardless, it was a Wednesday practice. Okay. Back home, we were having high school roller hockey final championships. It was Lakota West versus Mason.
Which was a big deal.
So basically, it was me versus Matt Fisher.
Ooh,
And
And we had a legit high school roller league, just for you guys that didn't
That's
know. We had
badass.
a
that is
very
cool as hell.
legitimate high school roller league.
yeah, back then it was awesome.
Dude, what
A
happened
lot
to
of the
it?
local schools. What happened?
Yeah.
The bitch who ran it embezzled money from it.
Ah, it's
See?
always the dollar, dude.
Oh, roller hockey always gets bundled by some
Yeah.
loser who can't survive on their own, so they have to figure out a way to siphon money from a good program.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it hasn't happened to us yet, but
Yeah.
Roller hockey players are just too busy having a good time to notice.
That's right.
I don't know why it is, but
Yeah. But yeah, so I it was a half truth. I had an exam coming up, so I was like, Coach, I can't make practice tonight. Like, I have an exam, I got to study for it. Um, did actually study for it, but after I was done studying, instead of driving an hour and a half to ice hockey practice, I drove 10 minutes to my roller hockey championship game, which then was a series. So I had missed Tuesday game and we lost. So I was like, I can't miss Wednesday. Like, I got to go. Go to Wednesday game and we win the game. Uh, and then I go to practice the next day. Still to this day, I don't know how they found out. I don't know if someone told on me or what, but um, I'm walking into the rink to the locker room, and one of the assistant coaches just walks by me and he just goes, 3-2, huh?
oh, they were mad
Man,
because you lied to them.
Oh, I'm sure.
They didn't care about the roller hockey as much,
I
but
think,
I'm sure they said other shit about it.
yeah, I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm
How did
sure it
they
was
find
both,
out? What
right?
punk ass was
I'm
like?
sure it was a little bit of both.
It's probably some shitty parent.
But yeah, and then it was like
Yeah, yeah. The
I wasn't.
politics at that level of
Yeah.
hockey are ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean the coach didn't. He liked other players better, um, so that only hurt me for the rest of the year.
You gave him the reason.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, it's not a big deal that my family and I are coming up here 3 times a
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Right.
You're like, don't take that into account.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely not committed.
But yeah, so but I still playing roller hockey. It's always been my number one love for sure.
Because it's just more fun than ice hockey.
Yeah, it is.
It's I don't know, it's just it's we've talked about this before on the league and why the streets are important. Just like the cost of entry to roller hockey is a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
so you can get more people involved. And like honestly, like after the rink shut down at Sports Plus, Queen City Sportplex, whatever you want to call it, we moved over to ice and we had like a really good season playing, but like at the end of the day, I just kind of miss the tiles cuz
Yeah.
it was it's a different environment. Yes, it's still competitive. Yes, people still really want to win, really care, really all of that, but it's just it is more fun.
There's ice hockey for me is more about, which I'm so old saying this, but like even now when I go play ice hockey, I don't have as much fun playing. I don't think like the game itself as much because it typically just is not as much. I like a lot of passing, right? A lot of plays, and it's just for whatever reason, ice hockey is just not built the same as roller with the with icing and
Mhm.
yeah,
Offsides.
exactly right. So it's just a different game in that sense. But the sounds, the smells, right? Like the senses around ice hockey they can't be beat, right?
Mhm.
I mean, like the sound of your blade cutting through the ice or the puck hitting the post, or it's just you can't get that in roller hockey. Which I'll always understand that about ice hockey purists. It's not the same at
Right.
all, right? Because a lot of the beauty in hockey is in the setting,
Sure.
and it's on the ice, and it's in the cold environment, and it's um
Wait, you're saying that Latonia is not a beautiful setting for hockey?
no, it absolutely is. I mean, what we have is very beautiful for us and our purpose. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the allure for ice hockey for me was always
Traditional
that piece
atmosphere.
of it, right? Whereas like if you could figure out a way to play 4-on-4 ice hockey and get rid of icing and offsides, I mean, shit, we might have something there. You know what I mean?
Be great.
That's our next league.
Um. So, anyways, so you are out of high school.
Yep.
You're playing junior hockey. You're finished up in Montana.
Yep.
What's the next step?
Next step is college. And Montana at that time with that coach, like there wasn't recruiting and stuff was still like it wasn't like he was trying to sell his players and move his players on. Um, that just wasn't at that level. It wasn't really there yet. So, like it is today.
And for people that don't know, there's a motivation to do that and probably additional staff to do those types of things at some programs because that's how they attract kids to come to the program in the first place when they're
Exactly.
starting juniors,
Yep.
right? So then there's a whole system and politics that's involved in
Yep.
all that. There's layers to all that too, right?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, winning is a piece, and then moving players on is another piece, right? If you're a team who, like the team I played for, I mean, in the 2 years I played there, we lost, including playoffs, I think 8 games. And these were like 46 game seasons.
Good lord.
So we didn't lose ever. Um, but looking back, there was like nobody really that moved on just because we were in Montana. Tier three, nobody really knows about us. Like at that point, it was very, you know, it was on yourself to get your name out there. Like literally, I was cold call emailing Division 1, Division 3 schools, sending videos to people. Like um, the only way. So yeah, moving forward, I ended up um, going to school at Elmira College in New York, which is was a Division 3 NCAA school.
Yep.
What was on these videos? Was it just you playing, or did you do like a,
Like
hey,
highlight tapes.
hey, brother, like
Nope,
Can we
no,
have one of them though? Like that's
flying away?
nothing, no,
Exploding pucks like the
no,
Kenny Powers one.
yeah, no Super League special videos.
Just making sure.
So, but yeah, the video guy that we had in Montana, he was awesome. He helped me create this, YouTube clip of just highlights for me, trying to show my game the best
That's
way.
funny. You took what the guy did and did that. Bonta was just like, this one's going on the gram, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
His
But
his hockey motivation was a little bit different. He wasn't thinking scholarship. He was
Yeah.
thinking, trim.
Holler ships, baby.
I mean, he stole $83 from a dude for taking a fight.
Oh yeah, I love that story. The guy got mad at me because he wanted the fight bonus.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Back down?
What was the fight bonus, Bonta? Oh, it was like $83.
80, yeah, $80. I don't know if it's worth it. Pontus, yeah, he would have done it for free.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
You're playing college hockey, dude. I mean, that's a big deal.
yeah, the only reason I even talked to them really was fortunately they saw my video and they're pretty much like, if you want, come to school here. You can try out. We'll see what happens. And it was the only option I had. So went to school there, tried out, made the team, um, played 2 years there. Second year, struggled with an injury. Um, and it didn't turn out to be the place for me. So Damian Lona was at UC at the time, bugging me. Why don't you just come home, dude? Fuck that place. Just come home, play with us. have fun. So,
People who don't know Damien, he's a local Northern Kentucky guy, right?
yep, very good ice hockey player. Um,
And he was ripping it up at UC.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was ripping it up for sure. Not as much as when I got there, but
You two turned into quite a tandem, and then you started recruiting other people.
that's correct. Yeah. So I go home, come home to UC. Um, Katie was happy, family was happy, able to just be at home. Um, and yeah, so I'm at UC. Another kid, Ryan Murphy, is at UC for the first year, and then yeah, Damien Lona. That first year, the three of us had over 100 points.
And so for people that don't know, Damien could have easily played D3,
Oh yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah,
Murph had all the skill in the world. He's just tiny.
yeah,
He's a little guy, but
yeah,
he's nasty.
yeah.
So if he was, I mean, if Murph was,
6 foot
oh yeah, I mean, I was gonna say 5'10".
even. Yeah,
I mean, he was 5'10", he probably would have got a deal somewhere,
yeah,
right? So you had all these incredible hockey players in these very unique situations. And for people who don't know D3 hockey, right? A lot of times you don't get scholarships for D3 hockey,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Now in NIL days, it might be a little bit different.
but even still, it's very rare to get. It's more common that they supplement by giving academic scholarships, but even still, they're giving you 20 grand on a $50,000 tuition.
Because D3 hockey schools are typically
Private.
private liberal arts schools
Yep.
in,
Yep.
these small
What
towns.
what year we in where you're ripping it up with these guys?
This was 2014 to 16. I went to Elmira, and then 2016 I came back to Cincinnati.
Gotcha.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the UC hockey program had never seen anything like this.
No,
I mean,
forever, even with Damien as good as he was, he couldn't do it by himself. They were a losing pedigree. Like it, I don't know if they had a winning season, and if they did, it was by a game or two, just barely.
and in ice hockey especially, and in the college club level is pretty good hockey. Not don't let Nelly tell you anything about Xavier. That's not good hockey. But most of there's some schools that are really bad, but most of the schools, the bigger schools, it was pretty good hockey. I mean, when I played,
Yeah.
it was decent. It was better probably when Nick played, but in ice hockey more so than roller hockey, in order to be productive, you need solid line mates.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really hard to make an impact as one guy of five on an ice hockey rink.
Yeah.
It's easier in roller. You have more space. There's less people out there. The flow of the game is a little bit different. So I guess it's my long way of saying I had broke the record for assists in a season at UC when I was there. My junior senior year, the 2 years that I played, it was like I don't even think I had like 30 assists. I might have had like 28.
Oh man.
But it was the most anyone had ever had in a season since it had been recorded or whatever, right? And I never, you know, I didn't expect it to be a record that would last. It's not very impressive. Nick had like 100 assists his first year at UC.
Yeah. 10,
Triple digits.
10
I don't even remember. Was it 100 even, or was it
No.
over 100?
I had 100 points even. It was 10 goals and 90 assists.
90 assists. Okay, so still. So I remember, like,
But
I
beat
mean,
the
because Nick
record
and I
by
were
a lot.
buddies. Like we were talking and hanging out and whatever. So I'm like, holy shit! And I think he had more the next year.
No, I did not have more next year, but
They have to be ACHA records.
the next year was
Have you ever looked at
much
that?
harder.
Are they all-time ACHA records? Has anyone ever had 90 assists in a season in the ACHA?
I'm not sure actually.
You should definitely look that up.
Yeah.
Need Granelli here to look up the stats real
Yeah.
quick.
I mean, it's just crazy to do that. How many games was it?
It was like maybe 30 games.
30 games. So he's averaging 3 assists a game.
And the fact that we had 3 players with 100 plus points is insane.
And they went to nationals for the first time.
My third year, yeah. So,
Well, I'm just saying the UC club had never been to nationals
Yeah.
that I had known of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and let alone it was, I don't know if we even frequented regionals, the regional tournament, because you had to be a certain seed in your region to even go to regionals.
Yeah, we would get blown out of regionals every single
Yeah.
year. Half our team was drunk half the time. But
But yeah, so first year we went to regionals, lost to an OU team. Damien and I talk about this game a lot. Our coach is preparing for a 3-game weekend. This is game 1. So he plays our backup. Shout out Mark Silver.
Oh, we know Mark.
Yeah. And Mark was a decent goalie, but to be honest, our other goalie Weber was better. And our coach was like, "We got 3 games this weekend. We need you to rest. Silver, you're starting this game." Okay. And Silver struggled. That OU team was pretty good. They score 4 goals in the first 10 minutes. And coach is like, "Oh, fuck. All right." We pull Silver, throw this other kid Weber in. Amazingly, we score 4 goals to tie it up before the first period ends. And we trade back a goal in the second. They score one in the third, and we got the goalie pulled. They win the face-off in their D zone, and dude just smacks it to the boards, hits the boards, kind of like the State Wars Palma Pro final, except on the winning side. Hits the boards, goes all the way down to the empty net. They win 7-5. So we missed that year.
Silver.
Second year, we make it. This is Damien's last year. We win our first game. We play Toledo, who at that time was a very, very good team. The next year, they actually took the jump to ACHA D1. So we played Toledo, and he fucked his ankle up. So he's playing on one foot, basically. He scores our only goal. We lose 4-1 or 5-1. So out of that one. And then the following year, Damien is graduated. He's helping coach on the bench. And Ryan Murphy, he gets injured in the league tournament. So we go to regionals without him. Find a way to win. But then, so we go to nationals. First time in UC history. And we go 3-0 in pool play. And then we run into Florida Gulf Coast, which is and has been one of the best teams forever.
Yeah, because all these great hockey players that realize that they don't want to do the D3 game, right?
They just
go, yeah, we'll go to a school that has a sweet hockey program in South Florida and
Yeah.
hang on the beach and play hockey.
great rink.
Yeah.
The school actually endorses the hockey team there. So they live a pretty good life for sure.
But all this in wrapping up in your player career culminates at UC and you take over as a coach.
Yep. So
And I would say that as, we talked about it a little bit on the way up to State Wars, Lindley and I and you, but I applaud what you guys are doing for the program and that you keep it going. I don't feel the same passion for the ice hockey program because I didn't have the same experience that you guys did, but I'm
Yeah.
sure if I did, I would, and I'm glad that somebody is because I definitely don't want it to die. And for people that don't know, Nick and Deepak, who some of you might know, and some others that have stayed involved with the team, they've moved from Division 2 up to Division 1, which is a big deal.
Yep.
And now they have a Division 3 team. So,
Hell yeah.
any of you in the league or who happen to be listening to this who are that age or in college or looking to go to school and you want to play some ice hockey, there's every option for you at UC now.
Yep.
And it's that much closer to getting a rink on campus.
Yep. We've been
Right.
trying.
Which is a possibility at some point.
It definitely is. We've been trying for 8 years now, ever since I've been with the team. The school just, I don't know, they don't want to get behind it,
Not yet, but
but they will.
yeah.
Fortunately, we're building. We're moving up a level. Our social media presence is building, getting more students to games.
Yeah, they do great TikToks if you guys ever want to check them out.
They're really awesome.
Yeah, do you guys know their handle or their tag by chance?
I believe it's at UC Ice Hockey.
Nice.
Clever name.
Yeah.
And we usually get a group of bubs to go to a game or two throughout the course of the season, so we can share the schedule and all that when it comes out, and try to come to a couple D1 games, see how you guys fare against the big dogs.
Yeah.
So where does UC play at right now?
We play out of Queen City Sportsplex.
Ugh.
Yep. I know.
Oh,
So,
tell them how much an hour ice is now.
well,
I loved hearing this. Dude, I was so shocked I had to pay $6 for a roll of clear tape at Play It Again, and I'm just complaining about how much everything costs now. And
So
I asked Nick, I'm like, what are they charging for an hour of ice now after they put in a third rink?
yeah, so once this third sheet of ice is built that they are building in place of the roller hockey rink, they decided to take out because they want to grow the game very, very hard.
Yeah,
Uh,
with profit.
yeah, $405 an hour.
Oof.
For an hour of ice time. Now the hourly rate goes up somehow when they add another rink.
Right.
I mean, I'm not a economics major, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I understand there's a lot of additional costs that come in with adding this rink, but
yeah,
The rink no one asked
there's
for.
now more ice available.
yeah. Well, the hilarious thing is Northlands Ice Center. I'm sure a lot of people know Northlands. Okay,
Love it.
it's a top-notch facility, one of the best.
Yes.
I found out because we found out recently that we have to move a set of games because they booked ice and there's no ice for us. So we're asking rinks. I asked Northlands. $400 an hour over at Northlands.
Oh god, make ice hockey affordable again.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is my first drive to push UC Ice Hockey to reconsider practicing out of Northern Kentucky Ice Center.
Ooh.
I mean, I know they don't want to do it, but it's probably closer. And I know Hugh would love to have you, and I would be shocked if Hugh is charging what? He's probably charging half that.
I mean, on average, like when we do like Ice Bubs Tuesdays, it's in the twos.
Yes.
225, 230.
And you can do whatever you want there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he'd give us keys to the castle.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd come to every single game if
That'd
you
be good for
played.
everybody.
Yeah. Except for the asbestos, but
They might have fixed that. I mean, I got that worked out.
maybe.
If not, you just spend enough time in there, you kind of you build up an asbestos callus, probably.
Yeah.
Immunity.
Immunity, for sure.
You're good.
Yeah.
All right. So now you're just a pro roller hockey player, right? What
Yep.
the hell does that even mean, Nick? What is pro roller
Exactly.
hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
what
is
does that
that
matter?
mean?
No one knows what pro roller hockey is, I don't think. They don't understand it. You know who needs to understand this and listen to this closely? The captains of Season 3 Super League,
Oh.
which,
Well, don't get twisted over there, all right? I mean, tile's one thing, but when you get on the concrete with a ball, it's a whole different game. And some skills just, they just don't translate.
So, for those who aren't aware, I revealed Gary's rankings, his list, to Nick and where he was positioned. And so, we should talk about this because it's so hilarious. I'm going to out you right now, Gary. I don't have a choice, for the purposes of entertainment and how crazy you are for your
Yeah.
your thought here. Gary believes that Nick is going to go 7th overall in the draft.
I had to give it a bruh because I don't
7th
believe it.
overall.
Well, originally, I was a third rounder.
Originally, he had him at 11. And then he decided after some reconsideration, when I had to have something to do with it because
This is why Gary doesn't want to release the
I
list.
saw the list. I'm like, Gary, what the hell are you doing? This is insane. You have Nick at 11? What?
Wow.
He goes, I mean, what? Did you see Season 2 Super League? Or
Yeah,
sorry,
I mean,
Season 3? I mean, he's like,
The second season.
he didn't score.
3.
His team went 0-6. Like, what do you want me to do? He goes, he's the best ice hockey player. He's the best on tiles. But on streets, I don't know.
It's just different.
I'm like,
They keep you honest out there.
The streets do keep you honest.
Can we
I
release
was-
the list?
it's so frustrating. We can't release the list. There is no list.
Gary needs to release the list. I heard there was a list and now there's not a list, but I know for
Look.
sure.
Yeah, you
there's a
campaigned on the
list.
fact that there was a list.
There's a list.
Guys, there's no list. You
There's
guys
no
know.
list.
Okay? Even though I just confirmed there was a list, I'm telling you, there is no list.
There's
Doesn't
no
exist.
list.
So I think it was important to highlight all
There's
Nick's
a lot of good people on that
accolades.
list.
Nick just won his team just shared a $20,000 cash prize for being the greatest roller hockey team in the world,
Ooh.
proven by on a national scale against all the best teams.
Did they
And-
give you Maggiano's?
They did not.
Yeah, he gets more than that. He gets everything taken care of. You get a little per diem, probably, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
not even paying for dinner out there.
we have it pretty good. I got lucky with the deal that I'm on. So I play for Team Car Shield, and yes, Car Shield, the one with Ice-T and Pat Maroon on their commercials.
Yeah, questionable company, but
Yeah.
they do a lot for roller hockey, so we'll give them a pass.
Yeah.
Do you still wear the shoulder pads?
I don't wear the
Ah,
shoulder pads
gotcha.
anymore.
Okay.
But maybe I should. Maybe I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
You're gonna get cut if you do. I'm surprised they let you wear a cage.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm not the only one though. So, but yeah, so Car Shield, they take good care of us. I mean, we're I'm pretty confident we're one of few professional roller hockey teams in the summer circuit that
So
it's
explain that to me, because there's not like it's not like there's a league, right? And you guys play each other a certain amount of. You just enter these different tournaments, and it's sort of winner take all for that
There's
weekend,
3
or
tournaments, right?
yeah. So basically, general generally speaking, the roller hockey world, um, you know, a lot of nowadays a lot of roller hockey players play ice hockey during the season. So there are still guys who are too old and don't play ice anymore, or they choose not to play ice and they only play roller. So there are, leagues like Miha and Paiha that you can play like an actual roller hockey season. Um, but the majority of people, especially the ice guys, they don't have time to play roller hockey during the year, so it's all in the summer. So there's 3 major tournaments in the summer. Tours is first, Narch is second, State Wars is third.
Tours used to always be in Tampa, got moved to St. Louis this year. Narch is always in California at like the most rocket power looking roller rink you'd ever imagine.
That's exactly what it
And
is.
then
Yeah.
State Wars, which more guys are probably familiar with because they played in it,
Yeah.
rotates locations every year, but usually in the Midwest.
Yeah. So, um, the pro divisions all they offer a cash prize, so you know any team can enter except for State Wars because of the way they have it set up now. But you enter a team, and if you win, Tours this year they gave $15,000 to the winner. Narch, I think they were similar, and State Wars is the best. They give 20 grand to the winner. So,
Hmm,
um,
no shit.
Not
getting
bad.
paid to play roller hockey in the summer for a couple weekends is
It's amazing.
it's pretty cool.
So yeah, on the low end, you get a paid roller hockey trip
Yeah,
to a a cool spot. It's basically like a free vacation. And on the high end, you leave with some extra cash in your pocket.
yeah,
And if you sweep all 3 tournaments, you put a couple grand in your wallet, right?
which has never been done.
And you're playing against some of the best players in the world, yeah?
But
Yeah,
you would get close. Yeah, I mean, he's playing with a former NHLer right now, right? Who's that?
Adam Ernie. Yep.
Maybe you heard of him?
Yeah.
Detroit Red Wing. He's
Yeah.
not. Is he still playing?
He is. He hasn't signed anywhere yet this year, but he'll probably be back in the A this year.
Did you tell him about the Covington Street Hockey League?
I have not told him about the Covington Street Hockey League. I'm not sure
he
he's
knows
worthy.
he's probably
Yeah.
one of those online stalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
He won't be honest on the streets.
But yeah, I mean my team. So we have him. We have uh current 2-time ECHL All Star or not All Star MVP. Brandon Hawkins is on our team now. Plays for the Toledo Walleye. His buddy Tyler Spezia plays with us. He played with him at the Walleye last year. He's going overseas. Matt Barry, Garrett Ross. Garrett Ross was a former Chicago Blackhawk pick. So Nelly, maybe you'll know him. I don't know.
Nelly definitely knows him.
Yeah, that dude's a nail gun. Um, I'm pretty sure he has a training camp fight video against Carcillo.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, our team's full of just really good ice hockey players who have played roller hockey their whole life, and they love it that much that they keep coming back because it's the best.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I will say this though, because I dipped my toes into it the last 2 summers. I had a great experience the first summer. I had a terrible experience the second summer. Um, there really are only like if there's 10 pro roller hockey teams entering a tournament, a couple of them might sneak a game or two, but like there's really only 3 or 4 teams that are gonna win. And of those 3 or 4 teams, Knicks is probably the best, like consistently. Like so, arguably, you're on the greatest roller hockey team in the world, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I mean, I think it's understated, and I hate that the league does not. I tell Nelly or whoever runs the socials all the time, I'm like, Nick is playing in a huge tournament. He just had a goal in like a big game. Why are we not like, why are we not promoting this and talking about this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I should. That's on me.
I mean, it's it's not as exciting as the CSHL.
Well,
Super League.
it's
Yeah.
definitely not as exciting as Super League.
No.
Certainly not going to highlight the guy that came in last place.
Right? The 7th best player in the Super League.
Or if I do, it's going to be like, if you can believe it, this is one of our worst players.
Fucking winless river rat over here.
Right, you
I
want to
can't
have
wait.
competition? Come to the CSHL.
I
Get out
can't
of
wait
that.
for the draft. And wherever Nick goes, right? It's just gonna be like, and the most decorated hockey player in the history of the
Yeah.
CSHL.
Our
It's
current professional.
Second rounder.
My hope is that it's going to turn out the way it did when I entered the CSHL, which for a lot of people, I'm sure you maybe remember, a very
Excellent.
night of the
Send,
living
yeah.
send,
Yeah.
where Chris and I were on the same team somehow.
Not allowed anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Get
that?
out of here, dude.
And
Looking back, you should have known better.
I mean, obviously
I
we
knew
won
better.
that. We won that tournament too. So
Yeah. He's just
It was the only way the Wayne and Garth outfit
one
would
bad
work.
season. And here's the thing I have to keep reminding people is that like did anyone watch the Super League games, the River Rats games? Nick barely shot. He just kept trying to set people up. He was running a Make-A-Wish Foundation out there. And
Yeah.
I hope the goalie captains are taking this seriously because we have a huge 2 weeks coming up here. I mean,
This is true. So we covered Nick. Do we have any? So the kind of segues you're talking about these tournaments you've been playing in this summer. There were some other tournaments
oh yeah.
going on. Do we want to do a little local hockey roundup to kind of catch
Yes.
on
Yeah.
on everyone's while Super League isn't going on, some of the guys go and do some other things, so let's hear about it.
I would love to jump into the local hockey roundup. Now, we know, of course, we have a Rheingeist representative here, so I have to break some hearts and throw some things down. The local hockey roundup, as always, is brought to you by Labatt because they gave me a bunch of beers to bring to the Street Sharks games, and that's what we did. So we'll talk briefly. We'll kind of throw down, always wearing my Street Sharks jersey because I'm very proud of that program. And, I got kicked off of the CSHL Bubs bronze team because I took a year off. And then I started the Street Sharks, and look at us go. We're still playing. They're not. So we did, guys, we won the number 1 seed. We were in 5B South, also with another roller team, the Shenanigators. They played on ice as well. They were like second or third, so it was really cool to see 2 roller teams come in and absolutely obliterate local ice hockey. So number 1 seed, we played great. First playoff game, Chris, there was a point where you said, "Hey, you should clip that." When I said I got 1 goal that game, so let me do this really quick.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna set this up.
So I'm going to set this up for you real quick. So it's against Grape Crush. Great group of people. It was actually the first team we played ever. They're nothing but great things to say about them. Their goalie is phenomenal. Their whole team just kind as could be. So my buddy Daryl gets a penalty. Right now we're up.
Are we talking Demo, Daryl?
Yeah, we're talking demo, Daryl. I'm saying we're up.
Daryl got a penalty. Shocker.
Shocker. We're up 1-0. But what happens in the next 4 minutes, because we can't count, is a beautiful thing. I stole a little puck right there, right at our blue line, made a little skate, did a little razzle dazzle, 5-hole shorthand goal for me. Because I have the microphone, I can say that, so deal with it. But what happened after that? We had 1 shorthand goal. David Wright, 2nd shorthand goal. And can you guess what follows?
A third
Pedro?
short.
A 3rd shorthand goal. I don't know who had the 3rd shorthand goal because at that point we were just going nuts.
You had us hanging.
Yeah.
I know.
Pedro hit a guy and they called the game.
There's actually a really great picture that Bob took, Suicide Bob, we all know and love. A shark.
We
who
know
I-
him.
Yeah, we know him.
Bob just showed up, take a picture.
Yeah, no, he actually came to our bench as the coach there for that game, so it was pretty sick.
He brought
there-
some beers from around the world.
Oh, that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bob having beers, but there was just an image of like I'm going over the blue line and there's Pedro like absolutely gunning. That dude's like, if he doesn't make the shot, I got the rebound. I'm a natural born goal scorer. There we go. So we won the first playoff game, and then the second playoff game happened. And when you have teams in lower rankings, you're always going to have teams that have like a 4A team, a 4B team, and then those people randomly show up on a 5B team during playoffs.
Those fucking 4B ringers.
Sam.
I know. Those ringers when, we're just here partying and drinking beers and skating in 5B, but you know what? But we ended up losing, unfortunately. You know, it was kind of a bummer. It was 3-1. But overall, what I will say is that the Street Sharks had the best record for 5B South in our first season ever playing as an ice team. And honestly, I couldn't be more proud of my guys. It's
Hell yeah.
it's a
That's
new
awesome.
it's a new group. We started, once the roller rink was taken down, we were just like, we still want to play as a team because of the community aspect and how like tight this group of dudes is. And we ended up doing pretty damn good. And if it wasn't for some questionable subs on the other team, I think we probably could have made it to the ship.
Did you guys call out the subs? Did you bitch the refs?
So I wasn't there for that game. That was after I found out about the cancer diagnosis of my little dog, so
Oh,
I just couldn't do it at that point. But they did call it out, and the refs just didn't care.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Shocker.
By the way, I want to clarify, Daryl, if you're listening to this, I'm not trying to say you're a dirty player, but you are heavy with that lumber and strong on that stick, baby. And what happens is, when you got that heavy lower hand, right?
People just can't handle it.
Well, what happens is, stick battles and people skating over your stick, it looks a lot worse than it is.
It really is. No.
You got everyone else out there holding their stick like, it's hurting them like it's got spikes on it. Daryl's gripping his like he's choking it to death.
Hell yeah.
But if it wasn't for him getting that penalty, would we have gotten 3 shorthanded goals? Bam, bam, bam.
No, hey.
Yeah, they did it despite you, Daryl.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're what? They're on the power play. That doesn't matter. Get out of here. But we did win. I think that game we won like 6-3. So like overall, like the goal differential for the Sharks was insane. I think we were like plus 24 at the end of the season. So I couldn't be more stoked about that. And unlike a lot of bronze teams that kind of hang out in that same league for 8 years, 9 years, we're moving up. So we're going 5B South to 5B North this next session.
They got 2 5Bs.
Hell yeah.
Ew.
All right, so applications are you're taking apps for new interested players, or you got everyone's coming back?
Most of them are coming back. I'm taking the session off, dealing with what we're dealing with, but I will be there as a sub. I think we got 10 skaters right now, but really the team has been tight as hell through the roller situations. The dudes that are out on the streets, we got so many of them that ended up coming to the streets from roller, or were on the streets and wanted a team to play on and just wanted someone to like accept them. And the Sharks were always that team. So we're going back. We're going to come back stronger. Hopefully we'll see 5A in the following session and keep moving on forward.
Well, hell yeah. Big round of applause for the Street Sharks, huh?
Yeah, let's go Street
Yeah.
Sharks.
Everybody loves the Sharks.
Oh yeah.
We got Team Apple Orchard.
Yeah,
Were
shout out
they,
Apple Orchard.
Out mixing it up.
These guys
Our
were the
favorite-
talk of the tournament.
Our favorite hockey supply company.
Which tournament? This is State Wars?
This was State Wars in Detroit.
You were up there playing with your guys, and
Yeah,
they were there.
I was
okay.
up there playing AA, me and Weiss with our team.
CJ too.
Yeah.
Oh,
CJ
okay.
was on the squad. Did pretty well. We did the best we've done in probably the last 7-8 years, but still lost again. Still.
I mean, we only played like 6 or 7 guys in the last 4 games,
Wow.
and we had a 10-man roster, so we sat like 3 guys pretty consistently.
If anybody
played the whole fucking.
If anybody knows Jason Tackett, he texted me a couple days ago, and he's like, I can't actually believe like how well we did.
Yeah.
Didn't that
Jason
beat
and I
the
had
Cyclones?
we each had, I think he said, 13 points
Yeah.
in 6 games.
So Nick played forward with Jason.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take full credit for that.
Yeah.
I kind of helped, maybe try to figure out a way to better manage the team because here's the problem with us. I mean, our top end guys, like our top 5 or 6, can compete with any of these teams. It's the depth that we constantly struggle with. And unfortunately, in the final game where we had dealt with all the adversity in the world, a depth player took a horrible penalty
hmm
and put us down 4-2 with 2.5 minutes left.
Down a goal at this point.
Yeah, so we were down 1. They score 1 on the power play. We go down 4-2. We we get a power play.
Well,
We go 4-3.
wasn't the 4-3 goal shorthanded goal? No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh no, you're right. We went up on the power
We went up on
play.
the power play. CJ passed that, had that sick pass across the middle
Yeah.
back to Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the pass to Jason for the goal. Jason had 3 goals that game.
Sick.
Yeah. he's still nasty.
Yeah.
And you two together are unreal. So yeah, I mean, it was tough. CJ played great. Timmy played great. I was beat up bad. I got beat up in the playoff game before that pretty bad. So I was struggling a little bit, but we figured it out. And honestly, if we wouldn't have had those penalties, I think we win that game. And the team that won it all beat the team that beat us 3-0. We played that same team the night before and lost 1-0 in like the closest game we've ever played.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't even that good of a game for us.
Wasn't it that not that long ago you were talking about how you were done with playing competitive hockey?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, probably
We always rope him back in.
Yeah.
part of the problem, I mean, the single largest issue with me following through with that is Nick.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens every year. I mean, I fought him off.
You say that, and then
I fought him off for the Legends tournament. I tried to convince him that we weren't going to be able to field a good enough team for this one, so that I could just put in a friends and family team and like see maybe and just get waffled the whole time.
Nope.
I wanted to play with the Apple Orchard guys and just, have a good time and relax, because that's the difference. Like, it's senior AA, it's the one notch below pro, right?
So you said people were talking about them, or no? Or you just fucking?
Yeah, I mean, they were the talk of the tournament. They had 1 goal.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they had 1 goal in 4 games. I mean, look, it's hard to just show up to a tournament like that and play.
Yeah.
I mean, when you don't play together. I mean, I told Nick that, like, when we were all beating each other up after the game, I'm like, we don't even have a rink. Like, the team we played, they have matching teal helmets. These are a bunch of grown men in their 30s who
Yeah.
play year round together. Like, I
Right,
wouldn't be
right.
surprised if they have practices at home.
Wow.
Like, hey, honey, hey, kids, I've got my roller hockey practice. I'll be home later. We're working on breakouts tonight.
I was
Right.
It's like they play in tournaments year round together. That's hard to compete with.
You guys threw a group together and just.
Yeah, we don't,
mean,
even,
I was
we don't even
hoping-
play anymore.
Right. Right. There's nowhere to
So-
play.
I was hoping so bad that we would find a way to win the tournament, because I mean, the go-to chirp is we literally don't even have a rink and we haven't played in 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played one time with 6 of our guys up at Heatwave. Like what, 2
At
weeks?
a
3 weeks?
rink that's a
3 weeks
third of the
before the tournament.
size. Yeah.
Wow.
So the,
Even more so. So now it really is like you're either playing pro leagues or fucking street hockey.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, and I went into the tournament like I take full blame for this. I went into the tournament with like, this is gonna be bad. Like, it's gonna be ugly, and somehow we still figured out a way to do it. Now again, Nick and Jason had to combine for 25 points or whatever they did, but when it's a pretty easy game when CJ and I are the twin towers back there, just making sure that nobody scores and making breakout passes. We can figure that out pretty easily without making too many mistakes. And if Nick and Jason's only responsibility is to score goals, well, they're pretty good at figuring out how to do that. So the problem is we need to replicate that with a second line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we had no secondary scoring at all. And the Apple Orchard guys, they put in a
If this
hard
is you
good
guys'
fight.
way of asking me to come play, I'll do it. I'll think about it. All right.
We'll have tryouts next year.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
And I want to start playing with the old guys so I can feel like a superstar again. Play 35. God, I can't wait till
There you go.
40s.
Hey, now we're talking.
So yeah, the Apple Orchard guys, just to shout them out real quick. McQuaid and Labansky, they got on the score sheet almost every game. A lot of penalty minutes. The PIMs between those two, we're talking double digits.
4 games. Yeah, they definitely racked up combined 40, 50 penalty minutes.
Insane.
Yeah, but
Right? Like,
Yeah.
McQuaid went bunk for a nice goal. He had the only goal of the tournament. Although O'Leary, I swear, scored a goal and they didn't count it. We were all on the goal line. If it didn't go in, it was as close as you get to a goal. But it was the classic O'Leary in tight, straight to the titty bar, and it just in and out type thing. I think he scored it. But
Right.
so, anyways, it was fun to have them there. We had a good time off the rink for sure.
yeah, we did.
Fantastic. Well, hey, let's tell you what. Let's get to Nelly here,
Yeah, I think it's
and then we're gonna go over some exciting new things for new Super League format, draft details, all that good stuff. But
gotcha.
let's get to Nelly. He's been texting me. He's petitioning for extra time since he missed. There was no pod last
I
week.
thought we're punishing him.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. The other talk has been, do we take seconds away from him? The other day, Nelly caused a big kerfuffle. There was a little rain, and in the chat, he was talking about it being canceled. This was probably 4 hours before send time, and it was a send he wasn't even planning on attending. So some of the guys hopped on him and said, hey, don't go canceling sends you don't even plan on attending. Then he says, I'll drive by the rink and check it out. And next thing you know, he's sending videos of the gentleman's corner all plugged up. Some of the guys are saying, hey, just pull the plug or move the board or whatever, and it'll drain. It'll be fine. He could have said, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. Can someone help me or whatever? Could have lied and said, I have somewhere I have to be. But he let his dog take a swim in like the pool there, like the little puddle of water in the corner. I think he said he smoked a doobie with the neighbor or something, and then like left, and that was it. So
Got
caused quite the
left
kerfuffle.
and got in a fight with Tony.
I love how people in the chat too are like thinking they're gonna get through to Nelly.
Yeah,
Like what?
this will be
You guys are. What?
this will be the one.
Why are you wasting your time?
Or breath.
I mean, I'm surprised he went to the rink and he wasn't sitting in a Kroger taking pictures of chickens.
Yeah,
Do rotisserie chicken.
he said he had a great time, but
Are we ready?
I will say though, I think he should get the whole 69 seconds, not because he deserves it, but because I want to hear it.
Let's just use our own judgment. If he's not doing well, we'll cut him off.
I mean, he has his own T-shirt now on Apple Orchard Hockey Supply, so I'm going to go ahead and start
That's amazing.
Yeah,
start
gotta
the
get
call
the store.
process.
This is
So,
when I saw it. It's him with the black eye.
all right, we're
69
calling.
seconds with
Let's
Nelly.
see what we get.
Yeah. This is actually our only recurring segment.
Hey, and local hockey
Because it's the
roundup, you know?
best.
He's going to talk about the rink for the entire time.
All
What's up,
right,
boys?
Nelly, give me 9 seconds, and I'll let you know when you're ready. Okay?
Okay.
It's the YouTube intro we got to wait for.
Shit my pants.
All right, Nelly, it is 69 seconds with Nelly starting officially.
Before,
Now.
let me get the intro because I have
We
a
just
couple
gave
things
you
to say.
time to prepare this.
Yeah,
You're wasting time.
just start. You don't need an intro. Just go.
No, but okay. I was honestly just writing this down when I came back. So, okay, very minimal script here. I was writing shit down in the car. Also, shout out to Blue Houndie Sonata that Tony would be back from Indy. We gave each other the shooter McGab when we got off the highway. I'd be friends with that guy for sure. Okay.
You saw
Friday
Shooter
Night Lights tonight,
McGavin?
boys.
Just don't derail.
Ready to go? You guys gonna be there?
Yep.
All right,
Go.
starting now. Go.
Okay. Number one, hot topic of the week. Rink water in the corner. I didn't know how to drain it. Chastised. Boo. The dog was doing belly flops in it. Sorry. Boink of the week. Sid Sweeney. She has good genes. What can you say? Dildos everywhere. Don't be hitting my girl. Sophie. Still hot. Chicken wings on the ground, and Bandit ate one last night. PTSD flashbacks. OTR. Nelly all for finding throwing them on the ground. I can run on that any day. Number 6, gerrymandering has been on the news. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I guess it is huge. Hunter Biden, gamer, just a human. Good interview. Seriously, pow pow. If you got that joke. I've got merch now. Oh boy. Thanks, Professor. Buy your Nelly tees at appleorchard.com. Shout out Brian Hamrod Ramrock. You're the man. Dinner on me. Danny Dindak. Call me. WWLT. I'll see you tonight. I love your wheels of bata. I miss you guys. Hey, Okada. Natty Champ. You're the man. Fucking right, man.
Thanks, buddy.
And
All right.
that's it.
Cut.
I have an idea for a new segment where we just ask Nelly what he's been doing all day.
Yeah, yeah.
That could be top tier. You know what? I think one of the things he might be doing during the day is
Shit my pants.
Yeah. That's man, that guy.
So we're gonna all agree that he never attempted to drain the rink at all.
No, yeah,
Right. He never even went to the other side of the rink to look to see what he could do.
correct.
Right.
Yep.
But it made for a great Instagram story.
top tier.
Yeah,
So he was there.
he was there.
All right, good job, Nelly.
Great job, Nelly. We're happy.
Great shirt, by the way.
We're lucky to have you.
Good shirt.
It is. It is really.
Yeah,
good.
dude.
It is so good.
Honestly, I mean that's an album cover right there.
CJ texted me about it. I hadn't seen it, but on the way here, and I told him I've been wanting a Nelly chicken shirt, which is just a rotisserie chicken with his head
Yeah.
on top of it. We need Luke. We need Luke to make the.
The Kramer kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need Luke to make the Photoshop, and you know.
Bang bang bong done.
All right, so we are going to get into next Super League, Super League Season 3, 3-year Super League,
Yeah, it's
part
always 3 year Super League.
part 2 or whatever. Few changes coming to Super League. Chris, you seem to have probably been most involved with some of these changes. Can you let us know what the big ones are?
Sure, I'll do some rapid fire here because this is a long pod. We were we
We
were we
we
were
are long.
gone, but that's okay.
We're about an hour 10, so
All
what you
right.
got?
Okay, so we have too many drafts. They're fun, but it's not sustainable, and we want to create more of a long-term sort of club feel and environment. So through a lot of shadow council meetings, the best plan that we came up with was to have one draft a year and get as many people in it as we can, and then keep those teams consistent over the course of the year. And those teams will remain the same, whether it's Super League or Bubs Fest or Night of the Living Sand or any other tournament we come up with. And we have two different divisions, and so we have two parts of each club. There's a Division One and a Division Two, and you can send players down, you can send players up. The whole concept is that the clubs are all one team, right? So we've got goalies that are paired off in tandems, okay, and they're going to co-draft, right? Hopefully, work together and figure out how to build the best Division One and Division Two team, because as guys will need to miss over the course of the year, and there will be scheduling conflicts, and people will have different things come up and move on. The only way you can use a sub in our new format is to pool from your existing team.
Wow.
So there will be two extra players. Some will only have one, but for the most part, we're going to have six players per team in Division One, and 7 or 8 players on each team in Division Two. It is 3-on-3 now, no longer 4-on-4. So run the numbers there. If we have a 6-man D1 team and 3 people have to miss, which could very well likely happen over the course of a year through Super League and tournaments, your only option is to pull from your other team. So the Division One goalie captain should be very involved in the Division Two, especially the earlier rounds, and so on and so forth. So the goalie captains will be in charge of figuring out the structure of their clubs over the course of the given year. When we have tournaments, so if you did not get in the league, you will, I mean, for the most part, unless we come up with some additional exceptions to the rule, you won't be in Super League for a year if you didn't get in the draft. If you want to play in the tournament, you will be put on a free agent team. So all of the randos that want to play in a tournament that aren't playing in Super League or haven't been drafted, teams will be formed of those people. Probably one team, maybe two. We'll see how many people we get. And they will play against, and obviously have a disadvantage against, the existing clubs that have been playing together in Super League and the other tournaments throughout the course of the year. We will also have teams from other organizations coming to play against us at Bubs Fest. So Bubs Fest is September 20th. That's the first tournament
After
of the new draft
yep.
format. And
Now, is that going to overlap with Super League? Is that going to be a week's Super League games are going to take place at Bubs Fest, or is that more like an exhibition thing that
we will most likely have the week of Bubs Fest off of Super League, just because that'd be too much hockey.
Gotcha.
And the Bubs Fest format this year is going to be more Chicklets Cup festival style in a sense,
Gotcha.
right? So there's going to be a lot more off the rink activities available. And since we have guests coming in from out of town, we are trying to create more of like a stay and play environment. So we're going to get a block of rooms at a discounted rate at Hotel Covington, where everyone can stay and be right in the mix, and play against us. So we're going to have a team come in, at least one adult team, and hopefully some youth teams from Bowling Green, Kentucky. They have a program there. Then there's the Lexington Ice Guys. McQuaid is working on putting together all the local youth tournaments. So we'll have not only youth tournament and youth games, but we'll also have a youth skills competition where we'll give away prizes for fastest shot, fastest skater, and blah, blah, blah. We're going to purchase some basketballs and some dodgeballs. So we'll have some basketball games going. We're going to have a big dodgeball game for the kids in the rink, a non-hockey related event. And then the people that are coming in from out of town, hopefully they'll stay the night and hang with us. And Jesse got a private party at the new West 6 tap room in Covington.
Holy shit.
So they're going to host the Bubs Fest after party. So after we play the full day, everyone's going to go to the West 6 tap room, and we'll throw down like we usually do, baby.
Damn.
Love that.
So
What a
Bubs
time
Fest.
to be a bub.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool. Deepak reached out and is gonna put a UC one of their jerseys in the raffle, or as a prize to give away. So we are looking for. We've got some sponsors already, but of course we always could use as much help as we can get. So if you have connections or you know people that want to get involved in some way, please reach out. We will be selling. There will be vendors, food vendors, and there will be beer vendors there. So yeah, it's going to be an awesome day in the park, September 20th. Mark it down. And then obviously all of the important Super League dates that we have coming up over the next few weeks.
First one coming up would be this Sunday. We're doing a bit of a combine, being that there are 2 divisions. And honestly, kind of a good problem to have. We have a lot of newer people, names that we ran into it a little bit last draft. You see names on a paper, you're like, wow, I don't recognize some of these names, which is cool because that means those are relatively new people that we don't know. So if you're new to it, come out, skate, give the captains a chance to put a face to a name or a player to a name. Maybe they know you, but they don't know what the hell your name is. I don't know. There's certainly people like that for me out there. Yeah, and as Nick can attest, it's a different game out there. So yeah, come out, should be fun, and then that will be followed the following Sunday. Gypsies. Do we have a time on that? I don't know how much.
The
Whatever.
draft is at 5 p.m. at Gypsies on the 17th.
There you go. Draft, and then that'll.
Keith will be live streaming it for everybody who can't make it. Shout out Keith, appreciate you, man.
It'll be on Facebook with our new camera system that we do have, and with the same mixer. So when Nelly gets drafted,
Shit my pants.
it's all there for you.
And yeah, big question if Nelly's going D1 or D2. He thinks he's going to go D2 and be a first, an immediate call up, which we'll see. But as he says, and as we all know, we know what he brings. So
Yeah, embarrassment and shame. Yeah,
Anything's possible. I mean,
anything's possible.
I could go Division 2.
Yeah.
At number 7 over there.
I know it is actually. It's there's so many people. Yeah, like kind of, you've added a bunch of top tier guys. I'm like, man, I don't know where I'm gonna go myself. I better have a good combine.
Well, and some guys have been asking me too, like, can they, so let's say you're a guy who's sure they're going to go D1, do you want to come out and skate in the combine? Yeah, come out and skate because it helps the goalie captains size the new people up against the people they already know.
Yeah,
So, if you're that confident, then fine. But if you want to skate, please do because, that's the whole point. We want to get a good skate in and have a lot of people out there.
Mhm.
I know that my 2 buddies who, one of them's never been on the streets with us. One of them has a couple of times, but it's been a while. They're both coming Sunday, and I expect big things.
Is it
Are you
Brad,
named
Brad
on-
and who?
Brad and Frank.
Oh yeah. Now, did I hear that?
Gary has them ranked far too low.
Is Jason Tackett coming out? Is that what too?
The better Brad, his older brother.
Okay.
Jason lives in Pittsburgh now.
Ah,
Jason,
He just recently moved.
you'll see when Brad shows up, but Jason learned everything he knows from Brad.
sick.
gotcha. What, Gary has Brad on what, like after cleanup duty or what?
Yeah, I don't know. He has Brad. He's like high teens or 20th overall or something like that, and he has a note next to it that like doesn't play streets. Like,
Ooh.
God, I'm
huge knock.
I feel like I want to know where I wound up on the list, and I don't. I feel like it could be heartbreaking from Gary.
Do you think Gary likes you?
Sometimes,
What's funniest too is that like we've all decided that Gary's rankings that's just the truth. Like that's just what it is. Like there's only one opinion that matters, and
Yeah.
it's Gary's.
Gary.
Yeah, he kind of he's like, look, I thought about this with far more logic than you idiots even possess.
He holds
Okay.
all the cards.
He does. But you know what? He's probably right.
So I thought it would
Except
be fun.
when it comes to Nick,
I thought it would be fun if we put out like a competition for a mock draft, and then gave a prize away for whoever was able to
come closest to
most
the actual.
closely
Yeah.
predict the actual results. So I'll talk with Jesse about that and see if we could get like, maybe Gypsies to do something or all.
Did you just come out a way to like, basically, you're like, we're going to come up with a competition to prove Gary absolutely how wrong he is.
Exactly. That's 100% exactly the motivation. Outside of stimulating, some excitement for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
draft
yeah.
and getting people into the whole,
is fun.
that would be a lot of fun too. But like, yeah, it would be so funny to have all these people be like, look, Gary, 40 people were more accurate than your rankings.
And that means Gary's list next year is null and
I
void.
had Kevin make a graph to show you how wrong you are.
Just go from being like the most trusted authority in list making
Yeah.
for drafts to just no credibility whatsoever ever again.
Yeah. Oh man,
But who knows? I mean, he could be right. Gary knows ball.
Gary knows ball. All right, well, I think that's a good note to leave it on. Yeah, this one went a little long, but we had a lot to catch up on. So,
Yeah, and this isn't easy, folks. So everyone's been complaining about us being busy. I mean, this isn't our day job here. So give us a break. Take
just-
the 120 minutes
I
and
think
run with it.
Okada's got something. What you got, bud?
I do have a note. Could be breaking news. I don't know, but just got a text message recently. There is now an official bank account for the Johnny Bonta
Oh,
Foundation.
that's
All
huge
right.
news.
So,
Okay.
cool.
We will-
Deposit incoming.
yeah, we will be getting more info out on that, I'm sure, as soon as possible.
Well, cool. Even better note to leave on. Cool. Stay tuned. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out,
Thanks,
guys.
boys.
See ya.
Fun.